Hi, good evening. Are you doing all right?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm good. So before we get started, I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name right. Is it Lakaya?
Latika.
Latika. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for doing this interview with me today. So for our first question, can you share with our audience who you are or like where you're from?
I am Lateka Starnes-Council, better known as Miss Clatchit. I am originally from Sumter, South Carolina.
All right. And what's the interesting or unique story that you'd like to share from us?
Say that again.
What's an interesting or unique story that you would like to share with us?
Interesting or unique story. I would just have to say, more so the story of survival and rediscovering who I am as a woman after being in a domestic and narcissistic abuse marriage.
What was that like experience like for you?
Oof. The experience going through it was mentally draining, emotionally stressed. Um, I say overall going through it, it was just a whole emotional roller coaster. Coming out of it and fully healing has also been emotional, but it's been rewarding. So I'll say the healing process is draining, but it's rewarding.
What does the healing process look for you? Will look like for you?
Oh, healing. Whew, process. I'm gonna say this isn't my first time saying I'm going to heal, but this is the first time that I allowed myself to completely go through my journey. Um, I went through every stage possible of healing. I am now in the phase of acceptance, which is basically the fifth step and technically like kind of the last. Um, I allowed myself to experience and express every emotion that came with it, from depression, anger, rage, revenge, any and everything possible under the sun. Now, healing for me is, I say my days are boring more so because I have a peace of mind. I'm relaxed. I can just, sit back and not have to worry about if my phone rings and my heart started beating fast, or if someone, touched me, came in the house, it's like fear, fight, flight. So now it's more, and I say boring, but it's like a relaxing and it's a good feeling to where all around me and within me is at peace and is very calm.
Yeah, that's really great. I feel like we all deserve that peace and we shouldn't keep living in fear like
Yes.
constantly. Like we deserve to just like relax and we deserve maybe a boring day.
Yeah.
So what are some of your dreams and goals after like completing your healing journey?
Dreams and goals. I've always dreamt of being a paid model. For some reason, it's like, oh, I want to be a paid model. It's like a model, but I want to be a paid model. Goals is basically to put all my focus into my businesses and to, get more brand awareness and to continue writing as a published author. And so far, everything is slowly falling in place and aligning very well.
Yeah, I saw that you went to the BET Awards this year. Can
Yes,
you tell me about that?
I went to the BET Awards. I originally signed on to be a vendor to showcase my skincare products. And along conversating with the PR there, she found that I was a published author as well as domestic and narcissistic abuse survivor. So she created a panel after my book called Picking Up the Pieces, where we discussed narcissistic and domestic violence. And I was actually a panel speaker. So I went from being a vendor to being an actual panel speaker for the BET Awards weekend. And modeling wise, I have 3 paid editorial modeling jobs for LA Fashion Week coming up.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm like, yay.
Congratulations on that. That's really great.
Thank you.
So, seeing that you had so much success, how would you respond to like setbacks that you faced? Because I'm sure like it wasn't all just like one like straight line of like success.
No, I say this success is basically a part of my healing journey because I've been in business since 2015. I first started business in 2015. In 2021 is when I launched my Herbal Euphoria Skin and Body, my spa and my skincare line. I didn't take it as serious as I needed to or should have been because I used it as an outlet to escape things that were going on in my personal life. So in all hindsight, I could have been successful, 2 years ago, but it was more, I had other things going on around me to where they were a distraction to what I needed to do. Now I don't have any distractions to where, like I'm legally, I'm separated and my children are all, out of the house and they're like in college, not high school. Everybody's in college or, employed to where the focus now is me. So if I don't do it, it's basically because I'm stopping myself. So I'm at the point within my healing journey to where I can't block my own blessings and there's no reason for me to say no or I can't do it.
Mm-hmm. That's what my mom is always telling me. She's like, you got to put yourself first, especially after like being a mother and like, raising children. She's like, it's time for me to just live my life. And I believe that like after you give so much of yourself to other people, you have to start focusing on you and allowing yourself to like have those opportunities and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you can't pour from an empty cup and you can't be an asset to someone else and make yourself a personal liability.
Mm-hmm. So who would you say like inspired you throughout this journey? Like any inspirations?
Oh, off top, anybody will tell you, Mary J. Blige. Throughout my whole journey, I will sit and I will listen to My Life, the My Life album. I put it on repeat because it's like when it first came out, the songs were like, oh, okay, I'm, teenager. Oh, these are songs dancing. This is Mary J. She's got that hip hop, R&B flow. But now that I've been through life experiences, those songs sit and resonate differently to where it's like, oh, now I get what she's saying. So when I sit and go through it, I listen to Mary. And my new person that I listen to all the time is Miss Coco. I just need some ICU. Like, I really love her. Between Coco Jones and her, those two voices, I'll sit and just listen to them. And it's just like what they're saying resonates. And I like the vibe, their flow. So I really, those three for me. I listen to them every day. It's like simultaneous every day. That's how I start my day.
I love me some Coco Jones too. And I love Mary J. Blige. My mom seriously gave me a lot of Mary J. Blige. So I can appreciate some Mary J. Blige. So can you explain how you encourage your community, like other Black women who might be going through like situations like you, or just any other women who might just be like in an abusive relationship? Like how do you encourage them or like just give them the inspiration?
And you know what? I am a domestic and narcissistic abuse advocate, but what I did was I changed the narrative. So for my whole Rediscover Her, it's like my nonprofit is called Let's Rediscover Her. And it's for women who lost themselves within life trying to overcome obstacles and, struggles, because not everyone goes through an abusive relationship, but someone may have been raped or molested or suffered any other type of trauma. So my goal is to help her rediscover her, to get her out of survival mode, to get her out of that masculine energy, to put her back in her feminine energy and those soft girl vibes, even if we're taking care of ourselves. I literally just go throughout the community and empower and inspire women to let them know no matter how far you feel that you've been down, there's always a way and room to, pick yourself up and to grow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm creating
really
this whole Rediscover Her movement where I have a journey journal coming out. I have a coloring book. We have the Rediscover Her, shirts, all the products. But it's more so I want to create a village of women coming out of survival mode to get into that feminine energy. And there is no age, because when it comes to any type of trauma, I'm starting to realize that it's happening to our babies young. And me being a former school teacher, middle school, like if I have to target a middle school because they are in relationships where they feel as though the boy calling them a hoe or slapping them is cute and is love. So you got to teach them early. So it's like my whole goal is to basically educate, empower, and inspire on any level of womanhood, sisterhood, to make everyone, feel comfortable in the skin that you're in.
So you talk a lot about like letting women get back in touch with their feminine energy. Why do you think that's important to like separate ourselves from like that masculine energy and get in touch with our feminine energy?
Oh, because I say personally, for so long, I've been in survival mode and I really didn't realize it. So it was nothing, because I've been married 3 times. So like I'm separated now. So it's nothing my third husband did. It was just where we had some things going around us to where it triggered me within a trauma. And I basically went back into survival mode or that masculine energy to where I stopped combing my hair, stopped wearing, getting my nails done. I stopped dressing in so feminine to where I would wear t-shirts and jeans, not like cute t-shirts and jeans, but it'd be t-shirts and jeans to where it was more on that masculine, you can't see my shape, or sweat with, sneakers to where if I got to take off, I take off. And it's nothing he did. It was more me that something triggered me. And now that we are separated and I had to readjust to being in my home by myself, no husband, no kids, I slowly had to go through the process where it's like, okay, it's time to come out of it. And the more I went to therapy and the more I talked about it, I started to realize, okay, I'm unbagging all of this weight and that burden I carried for so many years, to where I personally started coming out of my masculine mode and into my feminine energy, to where if I go put on a t-shirt, I'm going to have on cute ripped jeans. My jeans are going to fit. I'm going to put on, even if I wear a baseball hat, I'm going to have on earrings to where you can tell I am feminine. And when I say coming into my feminine energy, it's like I had to rediscover something I didn't realize I lost upon me getting raped at 20. So it's like I basically felt as though since 20 and beyond, I was always in survival mode, but I just hid it. So it's like I am rediscovering me in my feminine energy, but as a mother, a wife, and I'm older. And when I say I like it in the feminine, this energy, I love it over here.
I think that's really inspiring because like we see a lot of like women losing themselves and like to their husbands and to their kids and to their families, and like you need to just take care of yourself and realize that you do deserve those things and you do deserve to like kind of shine bright as yourself.
And so as you said, as wives and mothers, we dim our lights for those around us to help make them shine. So it's like we do take the back seat. And I just think now it's time for women, whether you're, in a relationship with children, always, keep yourself centered and, give yourself that self-care and give yourself that, that room to shine and to grow.
You remind me a lot of my mother. She's just also a very strong person. She's been through a lot. And now that like I'm in college, I've been seeing her take care of herself so much more, because it's like she spent all her life. She had me pretty young, like at 19, and she spent so much time just trying to like be in survival mode and take care of me and take care of herself and make sure that we're all taken care of. So it really makes me happy to like see her now putting herself first and like not worrying about me as much, like knowing that I can take care of myself. So I really do like the fact that you were able to realize that, and then now your kids are grown, you're taking care of yourself, and you're allowing yourself to like just live your own life. Like you don't have to revolve yourself around them.
Yeah.
I think that's really important for like women to hear, because like so much like women, we just get so lost into like other people.
Yeah, and
I feel like
it's easy to get lost.
Yeah, I feel like we're taught to like care about other people and put other people first, that we forget about ourselves, really. So I think it's a really important message to share with people. So do you have a heartfelt message for our Scars of Survival audience? Something that you would just like them to know?
No matter what you're going through, always remember there's light at the end of the tunnel. I am living proof that you can go through a domestic and narcissistic abuse relationship, as well as attempt suicide, and still be standing before you stronger than ever, encouraging and empowering you to get up, smile, and shine bright.
That's a great message. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Do you want to share any of your social media platforms for us?
Yes. You can reach me personally on Facebook. Basically everything. Facebook is Lateka Starnes-Council. Instagram, TikTok, and I think Snapchat is I am Lateka SC. I also have new pages. It's called, Rediscover. It's Let's Rediscover Her. And it's Rediscover, my shirt, Rediscover Her. You can follow them on either. They're both linked to each other. My pages are always open for connections. Feel free to, reach out to me if you need me.
Okay, well, thank you for doing this interview with us today. This was
You're
really
welcome.
eye-opening, and it was really nice.
You're
It was
welcome.
nice to talk to you and just hear about your story.
Nice talking to you.
And like what you have to tell other people too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I don't have any more questions, but if there's anything else you want to say or like you just want to let people know, you're free to do so.
No, that's all.
Okay, well, thank you for doing this with me today.
Thank you. You're welcome.
It was really
Enjoy
great
your
talking
day.
to you. You too. Have a good one. Bye.